What is poppin' fight fans, and welcome to LowKick MMA. My name is Darnell Giovanni, aka Mystic Black, and I am here with the undefeated UFC number 15 ranked featherweight. He just fought Ryan Hall back at UFC 264, and welcome to the show, the El Matador, Ilia Topuria. How are you, boss?
What's up, man? It's my pleasure to be here talking with you. How are you? Good?
Absolutely, and I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I see you're having a good time over there. Where are you right now?
I'm in Javia right now, in here in Spain. Very beautiful place.
It looks super beautiful. Hopefully one day you can invite me over there. I'll interview you in
Of
Spain.
course, you always are invited.
Absolutely, boss. And we haven't heard from you since your victory against Ryan Hall. What have you been up to since that time?
Que me preguntado. He estado sí. Not just a light trainings, enjoying a little bit of life because the fourth fight, every fight we have like hard times cutting weights, hard trainings, and now I'm enjoying the summer.
Nice, very nice. And do you usually like taking a break after your fights and just relaxing with family and friends?
Always I like to take like small breaks to enjoy the life, to be with my family, to have a good time with my son, with my friends, with everyone, and then go back to the training camp again.
Yeah.
I'm
And
always training,
yeah,
but
yeah.
not like in training camp.
Yeah, and going into that Ryan Hall fight, did you fear, that leg lock submission, or were you okay because you practiced with so many guys in your gym?
Yeah, yeah. I was so ready for that fight. I had 3 months to training and to study him, and I'm happy with the result.
Yeah, and did you think in your mind that the fight would end that early?
Yeah, I was telling to everyone that I just needed one round to finish him.
Yeah, and it was UFC 264, a Conor McGregor card. Did you
Yeah,
feel any extra pressure to perform at a different level, being that so many people would be watching this card?
no, absolutely no. I didn't feel any pressure because I was so ready. I had so much confidence on my trainings. We studied him very well, and I was confident. I was confident.
Yeah, and you're somebody who grew up in the Greco-Roman wrestling world, of course. When did you fall in love with your hands? Because two of your last three fights, you've won by KO.
Yeah, because my opponents. I'm gonna say this part in Spanish, and he's gonna help me
Yeah,
to translate. Mis dos últimos oponentes que he tenido, la estrategia que hemos tenido con ellos ha sido pelear de pie y por eso ha coincidido. Pero en mi próxima pelea espero poder demostrar mi nivel de sumisión.
So basically, for his first two opponents, strategy was mainly focused standing up, and maybe for the next fight, we would focus on strategy more for submitting people.
yeah, and I noticed that's something you had a lot of in your previous fights, a lot of submissions. So is that something you want to go towards more as you make up the rankings in the featherweight class?
Yeah, of course, yes. Of course, yes. In my next fight, I'm gonna try to submit my opponent. Of course,
That
yes.
That's awesome. And I remember you fighting for the Cage Warriors Bantamweight Championship. Unfortunately, you couldn't make the 135 weight class. Is that a class that you ever want to come back to, knowing that the Bantamweight division is so hot right now?
No, never, never. It's impossible for me to go to 135 right now because I'm get bigger all the time, and to weight cut it's all the time harder and harder. So never, you're never gonna see me
Just had a little
even
technical.
135.
All right, we're all good there. And when you made your debut against a highly touted prospect as Yusuf Zalal, how were your nerves for the first time fighting in the USA and coming into the UFC? I can't. Lost the sound. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello.
All right, perfect. Now we're good.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Good?
Perfect. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
perfect. Okay, no worries. You had your first fight against Yusuf Zalal. How was your nerves coming into fighting for the USA in the first time and fighting in the UFC?
I promise you, I didn't have even time to get nervous for that fight because I had just 8 days notice and I had a lot of things to do. So it was like, how to say, en un tiempo muy corto y no he tenido ni tiempo de ponerme nervioso.
So with such short notice, you really did not have the time to get the nerves in.
Absolutely. And you're originally born in Germany to
I,
Georgian
I,
parents. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
you're originally born in Germany to Georgian parents. How did you end up in Spain at such an age, early age?
Acabaste en España en una edad tan joven, habiendo nacido en Alemania y siendo de padres mexicanos.
Porque nací en Alemania a los 7 años, me moví a Georgia y a los 15 mis padres nos trajeron aquí.
So he was born in Germany, but after he was 7 years old, they moved back to Georgia. And after when he was 12,
15.
15,
Yeah, we
he
moved to
moved
Spain
back to Spain.
because of my parents. Not it was my decision.
Yeah. And what did you learn being that young, being in Spain? What is the biggest thing you learned?
¿Qué es lo que más te impactó en cuanto a crecer cuando llegaste a España?
De España o
Sí, cuando estabas aquí, pues,
de la gente, ¿no? La gente, lo abierto. The people. Here, the people are it's very amazing people. The Spanish people are like muy abiertos, muy felices y eso fue lo primero que a uno le impacta, ¿no?
so very open-minded people and very friendly, and they received him with arms in terms of his objectives and his training. So very happy where he is.
Absolutely. And now we have the Georgian explosion in the UFC happening with Merhab and Giga. What do you feel is so special about the people of Georgia?
Tenemos a los chicos, pero
Sí, que ahora que hay mucho, está teniendo mucho el tema de los mexicanos en la UFC y tal, que como
sí. I'm happy and I'm so happy because you know we are like 4 million of people from Georgia, so small country, but we have a lot of fighters in the UFC, and I'm proud of that fact. You know, very proud. I'm proud to be a part of that team.
Absolutely. And would you have any issue fighting Giga?
Can you repeat that again, please?
Would you have any issue fighting with Giga?
Yeah, of course, yes, of course. Venimos de un país muy pequeño y él ha entrado antes que yo, tiene su camino y le deseo toda la suerte del mundo y estaría muy contento de que logre su objetivo. Entre nosotros no hay competencia ahora mismo.
So, my first point of view is good because they come from a very small country, and also he was UFC before him, and they have a really good relationship. So he wished him best in terms of his success and his objectives for the future, and is willing to wish him the best for now.
Absolutely. And Ilia, I got to talk about the fashion, the clothes, the cars. Where does this inspiration come from? Because I always see you when you come down here in Miami in the Ferraris, the Mercedes. Where does that inspiration come from?
It's my style, you know.
Yeah.
I love that lifestyle, and that's why I work so hard.
And what is your,
Para
yeah.
respaldar todo eso. Para eso trabajo todos los días, para poder permitirme este estilo de vida.
He says he works hard every day to achieve his success and be able to have his lifestyle.
And what is your dream car?
Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce is my
Rolls Royce.
dream car. and I'm gonna get it one day, 100%. Very soon.
Absolutely. And Ilia, who do you see yourself facing in your next matchup?
I think someone in top 10. I think. I think someone. Now everyone is trying to escape from me. That's normal. I understand that fact. But I think I'm gonna get finally some fight with someone in top 10.
And what would it feel for you to be the champion in the UFC?
¿Cuánto te querías al ser tu campeón de la
Satisfecho conmigo mismo.
satisfied with all his hard work?
One more time.
Satisfied with
One more time.
achievements and his success after several. Satisfied in terms of his goals and achievements. With so much hard work put into his training.
And anything you have to say to the fans out there, Ilia?
Nada más que agradecerle a todos porque es mi motivación, ¿no? También darle que obtenga tanto apoyo de todos los fans, de toda la gente. Es una gran inspiración y no tengo nada más que decir que gracias.
He's incredibly thankful to all the fans out there supporting him and motivating him. For him, it's an incredible motivation to have such a big fan support like he's getting ready for the fight and when he's training and he's pushing him to get to his final objectives and his success.
Awesome, Ilia. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll hope to see you later on this year, and we appreciate you for coming on the show, boss.
Thank you very much, man. My pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you, boss. Appreciate it.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.